Indonesia is a country that contains great economic potential. Economy of Indonesia. Indonesia is a country that contains great economic potential, a potential that has not gone unnoticed to part of the global community. Indonesia, Southeast Asia's largest economy, contains a number of characteristics that put the country in a great position for newly advanced economic development. Moreover, in recent years there is strong support from the central government to curb Indonesia's traditional reliance on raw commodity exports, while raising the role of the manufacturing industry within the economy. Infrastructure development is also a key goal of the government, and one that should cause a multiplier effect within the economy. Indonesia was often mentioned as an appropriate candidate to be included in the BRIC countries: Brazil, Russia, India and China. Another set of emerging economies, grouped under the acronym CIVETS: Colombia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Egypt, Turkey and South Africa, also gained attention as its members have reasonably sophisticated financial systems and fast-growing populations. Several years ago, the combined gross domestic product (GDP) of the CIVETS was predicted to account for half the global economy by 2020. However, since the prolonged global economic slowdown after 2011, we rarely hear the terms BRIC and CIVETS anymore. Another important example of international recognition regarding Indonesia's economy are the recent upgrades of the country's credit ratings by international financial services companies such as Standard & Poor's, Fitch Ratings and Moody's. Resilient economic growth, low government debt and prudent fiscal management have been cited as reasons for the upgrades and are key in attracting financial inflows into Indonesia, both portfolio flows and foreign direct investment (FDI). These FDI inflows, which had been relatively weak for Indonesia during the decade after the Asian financial crisis had seriously shaken up the foundations of the country, showed a steep increase after the global financial crisis of 2008-2009, although somewhat weakening after 2014 due to Indonesia's prolonged economic slowdown in the years 2011 to 2015. Although Indonesia is eager to reduce its traditional reliance on raw commodity exports and boost the manufacturing industry, for example through the 2009 new mining law, it is a difficult path, particularly because the private sector remains hesitant to invest. This transformation is important because falling commodity prices after 2011, which are the result of stalling economic growth of China, has impacted drastically on Indonesia. Indonesia's export performance weakened significantly, implying fewer foreign exchange earnings and reduced purchasing power, hence causing an economic slowdown. The Indonesian government under the leadership of Joko Widodo, who was inaugurated as Indonesia's 7th president in October 2014, has implemented several structural reforms that aim at long-term growth but cause some short-term pain. For example, the majority of fuel subsidies have been scrapped successfully, a remarkable accomplishment, as fuel subsidy cuts have always caused outrage among the population, aided by the globe's low crude oil prices. Moreover, the government places high priority on infrastructure development, evidenced by the sharply rising government infrastructure budget, and on investment, evidenced by deregulation and fiscal incentives that are offered to private investors.